Alright folks, welcome to the video. Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. I want to talk to you about doing multiple time frame analysis, employing the Hawkeye volume for your intraday trading. So when I'm trading intraday, I'm looking at the 5-minute, the 3-minute, even sometimes the 1-minute chart, but I'm qualifying the thought process that surrounds that. And often the higher time frame is able and capable to provide me with some insight to what may happen next. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look here at platinum futures, and this is a 1-hour chart. Some of the higher time frames I look at is the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but we're going to take a dialed in look here on the 1 hour chart, and very specifically we're going to be taking a look at this candle right here, and we're going to be taking a look at this very high buying volume as well right here. So these are the things that I look for when I'm looking for potential reversal to transpire. Why? Because if I'm short, I want to get out of the way, and if I'm looking to get long, I want some form of confirmation. So as you can see, we have ultra high buying volume here on the 9 a.m. candle. This is Eastern Standard Time, New York Seaboard. Huge big wick here, and price pushes right back up into what we call a wide bar, which is why it's purple, with a red volume radar dot, which tells us it has ultra high volume within that. So when I see something like this, very specifically when we have prior lows here for the session that we are now failing to settle back below, okay? I look at this area very carefully. As you can see, this bar closed above it, this bar closed above it, this bar even opened at it. So from here to here, I'm very interested to see, is this area that was providing support? Okay? I'm just looking right at this last low as we push through. Very, very strong buying volume came in. You can see we settled above it. And then the next candle, in fact, tested this exact area that I was looking at. More often than not, the roadmap is written if you're just simply willing to look left, okay? So this is the low here where the session was not able to go any lower during the overnight. This is a Globex market, meaning that it trades basically around the clock. I look for this ultra high buying volume and failure to settle below this area for a nice clean reversal, and you can see we retested on the next candle and we are off to the races. Right? So for me, it makes it very easy to say, okay, I clearly know an area that I'm concerned about, the overnight session low, and now can I prove that either a selling volume climax is going to be absorbed, or is there new buying interest coming into the market? And you can see on this candle, even though we pushed through the session low, the prior session low, we closed back above it, and we created an area that volume told us there was a better than not chance that we were going to reverse. Guys, understanding volume and price action together, to me, is invaluable. Why is it invaluable? Because, guys, without it, you are missing the picture of the relationship between the volume and the price action. Understanding why there's a big wick here, understanding why there's ultra high buying volume, understanding the importance that we did not settle below prior session tests of the low, right? So this is the session low, and then we did pull through it on an hourly basis, but we ultimately settled above it and then retested it, noticing that this very specific area became support. So when you pair that relationship together, guys, especially when you're willing to put in a little bit of work and look at multiple time frames, right? To me, big picture, I always want to see what's happening on the higher time frame so that I can now pair it with the thesis I'm trying to put together on a short-term time frame. It's very difficult to look at one time frame and say, okay, I'm going to generate my entire trade idea off of just one time frame. So it's good practice if you're day trading with a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute chart to look at a 1 hour chart, maybe a 2 hour chart, a 3, a 4, whatever you feel comfortable with, to start looking for ideas to say, hey, if I see this transpiring, there's no way that I'm looking to get short here. Right? There's no way I'm looking to get short here. We did not settle beneath the overnight low, and we created this really large wick on ultra high buying volume. I'm looking for longs now, right? Until proven otherwise, I'm looking to buy the market, right? I'm looking to retest the session high right here. I'm looking for price in the very near term to squeeze back up right to that level. You can see we tested it, we failed, and then we went on to overtake it. In fact, that area became support. So when I see this printed and I see the retest here, I am very confident that we're going to squeeze into the overnight high. And then when we closed above it, we retested it and now proved that area that was previously resistance to now be newly appointed support. This is much easier to see if you're willing to say, all right, let me just open up a separate chart, pop the 1 hour on there, or the 2, or the 3, or the 4, whatever you're comfortable with, all right? You have to find what ultimately works for you. But identifying these reversals on a 1 hour chart makes it very, very clear to say, okay, I need to now generate a thought process that I believe the market's going to go higher because. The because is the rejection at the overnight low based on ultra high buying volume. So now I need to say, all right, I'm going to go to my 2 minute or my 1 minute or my 3 minute or my 5 minute, and I'm going to put together a plan to enter the market with low risk and high probability in order to drive towards this area here, which is going to be the initial area I want to consider taking profit. That's how it's done. You have to create a thesis around your understanding of what price action is doing, and I can assure you, if you're willing to look at the higher time frame, you will find with greater clarity the ability to put that thesis together and say, all right, the 1 hour is telling me this, the 3 minute may be tricking me into believing something else. Until the two of them align, I'm going to sit back and just be patient and wait to see what happens next. So guys, if you enjoyed this type of content, if you're learning from these videos, I ask you to simply like it. Feel free to leave a comment below. I will respond to it personally. There is also some links I've dropped below this video. Please feel free to click on them, consume the content. If you have questions, please reach out to myself or my concierge team at Hawkeye Traders. We would love to get this software in your hands and help you take that next step in your trading career by having that foundation of volume and price action in play each and every time you come to the market. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.